Yo, what's up guys, it's Kill Logue for the win back, bringing you guys another episode to Maxed Out Farming Town Hall 10, or to Farming to Maxed Out Town Hall 10, I think I said that backwards. Anyways, nonetheless, we're going to go ahead and start off our second Inferno Tower for over 5 million gold, and then we're going to go ahead and skip ahead to a base that had a similar design as mine, but it's not quite like mine. I do find one that looks just like mine later. Little spoiler alert, and it's pretty epic, but anyways, this guy has a weird name, Maricinab or something like that, and we're going to go ahead and go in from the top left. It's kind of hard for us to get his barbarian king because it's really centerized, so I'm just going to go ahead and draw my giants and a bunch of archers there to hopefully take them out, take that barb king out before he takes out too many of my giants, as he is doing right now. He just keeps killing them, and my archers are practically ignoring them. Finally, they're going to kill them off, though, and I'm going to keep dropping troops in from the top left. So we're trying to make our way to this wizard tower now. This guy has a lot of walls in between his splash damage buildings, so that's a little bit of a problem. Fortunately, though, we do have a couple of hog riders, our archer queen out on the battlefield, and we do have a raid spell, a couple raid spells, and even a healing spell to help us out here. So we have a pretty good chance of getting to this guy's loot and getting all the money, boy. So anyways, finally we were going to get to this second wizard tower here. We're going to destroy that, and we're going to go for this other wizard tower, or this other mortar. Fortunately, his xbows were not loaded. I think he only had one, and it was not loaded for whatever reason. And holy crap, I just realized my heater is on, and it's really hot in my house. Hold on. Yeah, it's definitely 70 degrees in my apartment right now, and for some reason, my heater is messed up. I can't have it on auto. The heater does not come on automatic. I have to actually set it to on. So I woke up this morning and it was like 63 degrees in my house, and I turned on the heater, and yeah, I left it on, and it's still on, and I'm freaking burning up. I just set it to go off. I don't know why it's not off. Hold on one second. Let me fix this. Okay, sorry about that. Yeah, I actually have to set it to the on thing to make it go on auto. Or wait, one second. On this raid, we're gonna get about 600k. Anyways, they said that on automatic, you have to like let it sit there for about 45 seconds. It's gonna click, and then it comes on. But it does not do that. It'll click, but it never comes on. So that kind of sucks. It's kind of a problem. They're probably gonna need to fix it. But anyways, it's not that big of a deal. It just really sucks because yeah, it's like 72 degrees now, and it's way too hot, and it's not even that cold outside. Anyways, we're gonna find a pretty good raid here on X4858. I guess he made his name by accident or something. Maybe did it like I did it. Anyways, we're going to start off by taking out his archer queen and his barbarian king. Fortunately, they are low level, so they're pretty easy to take out. And we're going to probably come in from a different angle than where I'm dropping these troops. I'm being kind of conservative here because I'm probably not going to come in from this angle. Yeah, we're probably going to come in from this bottom right angle. This looks like a pretty good angle. We got that wizard tower sticking out. So one thing I've noticed about this guy's base, though, is that most of his loot is actually in his collectors. So we're mainly just going to go for that. If needed, I'll probably drop the rest of my troops. But if you take a good look at his storages, they look almost empty. So I was probably thinking I was going to farm this guy as much as, as quickly and as easily as I possibly could, and not have to drop actually all of my troops to get the 3-star and get all the loot. So yeah, we're going to see how much we can get from these collectors. Looks like he's got a couple of drills there that I might go for. Looks like he had a little bit more elixir than gold. So there might be a little bit of elixir in his storages, but we're probably not going to go for it because we've already got so much of this guy's loot. And we don't even have the army to go in for it now. So too late now. We've pretty much got like 650k-ish or something around there. So yeah, I'm just going to go for a little bit of this dark elixir now, and probably in the battle, I may or may not should have went balls deep on this guy and went for all of his loot, but it's really not that big of a deal. Because like I said, I'm going to save a bunch of elixir and time and stuff like that. So yeah, we're probably going to go ahead and end the battle here and defeat, but I've still got like 660k. So I don't really care that I lost that raid, to be honest with you. It's pretty worth it, in my opinion. That is a way to quickly farm. That's just the mentality that I have sometimes whenever I'm trying to get these new buildings up. As you can see, I only have about 3 million of each of the loots. So I definitely need to get that up to 8 ASAP, like ASAP Rocky. Anyways, we're gonna go ahead and go in from the top left on this guy. His name is Felipe, and I swear to God I've raided somebody with that name before. That'd be really ironic if it was the same exact base. Not too sure, but he is not in the league. So if you've noticed that name on my channel before, I think this is the same base. I'm not too sure, but I think so. Maybe I'm just delusional, and I think it's the same because I've seen it in this recording. Anyways, we're finally going to catch up here to where the heroes actually have the abilities. So yay, we can use the ability right now. I think I get 5 extra barbarians, and they're influenced by a raid spell. Along with my barb king, it gets like, I'm not too sure how much damage. Let me actually look in my iPhone right now. Okay. This guy has a pretty decent layout, actually. It's kind of cool. He's got level 3 wizard towers and stuff like that. Here I'm opening up Clash of Clans. We're going to figure out the statistics for this barbarian king. Holy crap, I got attacked by level 124. You got 34% using a level 30 freaking archer queen. Wow, that's interesting. And level 6 troops, like level 6 giants and archers and barbs. Anyways, let's see, where's my barbarian king at? Yeah. Okay, his ability level is 2, because every 5 levels he gets an ability up 1. So he gets a damage increase of 24%, a speed increase of 19, and extra summoned units of 4. So that's pretty tight. It's not that much because he is a lower level, but I could see where like at level 40 it's probably pretty insane. He probably gets like 150, 160. It's probably like a regular like level 5 raid spell or something like that. So yeah. Anyways, we're just going to finish up on this guy. We actually did use the ability of the Archer Queen to benefit us there. She dropped some more archers. But we're going to go ahead and end the battle probably. I don't want her to really die here. I don't see really any point of her dying here. So yeah, we're going to go ahead and end the battle now that we got all the loot. We're going to end with just under, no, about 500k on that one. So pretty solid. You can see me getting my loot up here. And you can see my upgrades as they come along. Here we're going to show a attack replay. I thought this was a pretty sick attack. I wasn't actually live recording for this one, so I figured I'd go ahead and go back in and record the replay. So we're going to start off taking out his town hall, luring out his archer queen, killing her off, and then we're going to go in from the bottom right, ignoring his barb king for whatever reason. I guess I just missed it there. And yeah, we're going to start off by taking out this wizard tower, or going for that. Looks like my giants are really hurting right now, so I'm going to go ahead and drop a healing spell on them. Now I'm going to go and drop my archer queen as well, and a bunch of archers. And we're going to probably drop a couple more wall breakers, try to get in through this wall here, and get to all that gorgeous loot in the middle. This guy has a freaking insane amount of loot, and his collectors, they're all just in those inner walls. So that's obviously what I'm aiming to get to right now. Unfortunately, my giants are going to be a little bit distracted, and they're not going to actually go for that wizard tower. And yeah, finally we took out that barbarian king, but we're going to ignore that wizard tower. It's kind of out of the way. He probably should have had his wizard towers a little bit more centerized. I'm not really too sure. But in the meantime, we're going to be able to get all the loot out of this guy's collectors and take out his xbow. Looks like my giants aren't going to make it too much further unless I drop another healing spell or something like that. But although we do have all this loot to get to regardless, looks like my infantry is good to go ahead and steal the loot. So I apologize if I sound kind of tired or different in this video. I didn't get a lot of sleep last night, but I did promise you guys I'll try to do these daily uploads. And I've been getting so much support on my channel. I think I've been getting like 100 subscribers a day, which is freaking abnormal to me. It's kind of mind-blowing. But yeah, I really appreciate all you guys that are new subscribers and all you guys that have been subbed since day one. I really do appreciate it a lot. I appreciate all the comments that I got on my last couple of videos and all the likes and everything. It's really insane. I think I got about 1,000 comments on that giveaway video, which is really freaking insane. So anyways, we're going to go ahead and show a few defensive replays. I had a ton of defensive replays for this video. I think I actually deleted some of it because there was so much. I just didn't want it to be like overwhelming with the amount of defensive replays. So this guy's actually going to kind of screw up here with my clan castle troops. Takes him way too long to take out my clan castle troops, and he does a bad job of checking. He didn't check all the way his first time. So he's going to kind of waste all those giants. And now that he's done that, he's going to go in with his hog riders. But they aren't going to quite do it. They're only going to get about half of my defenses. Looks like he only used like 1 or 2 healing spells. He needed a little bit more of those. And also he's going to fail with his goblins and not wait for them to take out the outskirt buildings. They're just going to run around the outside of my base till they die off. and they're not actually going to make it to the insides, any of that gold or anything like that. So that was a bit of a fail on his part, but it's all good. We're going to go ahead and skip ahead to the next raid here. And here I get hit by a bunch of hog riders as well. As you, if you look at this guy, he can get up to like 800k in loot for my base, which is pretty freaking insane. Although, I have some wizards in my clan castle that are really going to screw him over here. He probably could have done maybe, maybe could have 3-starred me. I'm not too sure, but my wizards are really going to just ruin this guy's whole entire raid. He probably should have used that healer a little bit earlier with his hog riders. I'm not too sure why I decided to drop it on his tier 1 troops. Anyways, this guy's going to get about 40-some-odd% on me, and the rest of his guys are going to finally die off. And yeah, pretty solid defensive replay there as well. I think I am going to show where I get 2-starred right here. Yep. Okay, the problem with this guy is, along with other raids that you guys have actually seen that I've shared defensive replays, is he's actually going to waste too many troops on worrying about the defenses and stuff like that. He's going to drop a ton of troops to take out my defensive buildings, and they're not, I mean, they're going to do a bunch of tanking, but they're not going to really do that much of stealing loot. Maybe he should have saved some goblins or some of his archers for more towards the end of the raid. Also, he's going to lapse his healing spells like a mofo right there, and kind of wasted a healing spell right there. So his guys are getting to the center. They are taking out these Teslas and everything like that. Looks like he did use that 3rd healing spell to his advantage, because they are tanking a bunch and destroying all my Teslas and stuff. But the problem is that he's going to drop a 4th and 5th healing spell, and the problem is that he has no more troops to really steal any loot at this point. He's pretty much screwed as far as that goes. Maybe, maybe you could add some gobs to go for that gold storage there in the bottom left. Unfortunately, though, for him, he is going to be out of loot, or out of troops to steal the loot. So he is going to get a 2-star with me, but he's not going to really get any loot that's really worth much of anything, considering how much he actually spent on that raid. An elixir, he probably lost like 100k elixir on that raid. So that's what's up. Anyways, what I'm going to show for you guys here today is a special, another 30 Valkyrie raid. This is right after they buffed it, okay? And I completely forgot, and I did not even realize that that was going to be in this video at all. I was probably going to make a separate video for it, but I don't really care. Yeah, we're just going to leave it in this video, this 20-minute video. So this is the Valkyries after they got buffed, okay? Now let me go in game again and see exactly their stats so I can tell you guys how freaking awesome they are and why you should use them. So they actually buffed the Valkyries again like a 2nd or a 3rd time, and now they have more health. So they went up, like, I think per level, I think they gave them like around 100 more health. So that's actually a significant buff in my opinion. Let's see, my Valkyries are level 3, they do 111 damage, and they actually have 1100 health. So that means whenever I max them out, I believe they'll have 1200 health. Let me look at my lab really quickly. Yep, they'll have 1200 health whenever they're maxed out, and that's pretty beast. As you can see here, I took out a pretty strong base before I went for some kind of weaker bases. You may or may not have noticed whenever I went for these all Valkyrie attacks. But as you'll notice, this guy actually does have level 6 wizard towers and stuff like that. And yeah, they're actually doing a bit of damage to my Valkyries right now. So I was probably debating on dropping another healing spell, but I don't think that I actually need to. A bunch of these Valkyries have a fair amount of health. But as I say that, I'm actually going to drop a healing spell. So what the hell. He has a pretty good amount of loot at the top of his base here. I might as well have dropped it to make sure I get to that and fairly quickly. So as you can see here, these Valkyries are actually going to one-shot that level 6 wall, which is pretty tight. They're pretty much one-shotting all these buildings together. And yeah, they're really awesome. I definitely recommend that you work on your Valkyries if you have yet to. They're pretty solid troop later on in the game. They are rather expensive, but they are rather fun to use at the same time. So on this raid, we're going to get, oh man, like 630k, something around there. Really awesome, really great Valkyrie raid. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I really enjoyed it myself, me personally. And yeah. So we're going to go ahead and skip ahead to the next raid. We got Nitty Beat 04 in his house. What? Young Blood here. And we're going to go ahead and drop our troops on the top left. Take out his Barbarian King. Go for this Wizard Tower and stuff like that. I should probably drop a raid spell right about now, or a healing spell or something like that. I'm not really too sure. But mainly I'm going for these outskirt buildings so I can go ahead and get my Barbarian King and my Archer Queen, stuff like that in there. Then I'm going to go ahead and drop a couple of wall breakers. As you can tell, my Giants are dying off really badly, so I'm going to go ahead and drop a healing spell on them. Now they took out that wizard tower, and they're pretty much good to go ahead and destroy a bunch of these more buildings, like that mortar there. Stuff like that. I'm going to go and drop my clan castle troops. Looks like I have a ton of level 5 archers. Wow, that's a lot of level 5 archers. Like 20 and then like 10 or something. Level 6, I'm not too sure. Anyways, I'm going to go ahead and drop, use my barbarian king's ability, because he's about to die off, so I might as well use his ability. Because you can use that ability each and every raid. It doesn't cost anything or anything like that, which is really cool and is pretty unique in my opinion that Supercell did that. I'm really glad they implemented the abilities in it first. I don't know why I doubt Supercell sometimes. I was like, man, I'm not too sure how these abilities are actually going to work out. I didn't know if they were going to be cool or not. But I should just have faith in Supercell. I really should, because everything that they make ends up being really tight in my opinion. Just about everything is really awesome, and if it's not, then they balance it out later and make it really awesome. Like the Hog Riders used to suck, and now they're freaking amazing. So yeah, even with the fact that they cost 65 per Hog Rider, if you think about it, 65 Dark Elixir per Hog Rider. If you're using 30 Hogs, that's like 2k Dark Elixir per raid. So they actually are very expensive now, but they're still very worth it. So anyways, we're going to go ahead and go for this guy's last bit of loot here. Looks like I do have a bunch of tier 1 troops like archers and stuff like that that are going to be good to go ahead and finish off on the rest of this guy's base. I'm not too sure if I will go ahead and 3-star it or not. Yeah, it looks like I will. Destroy that wall really quickly, and now my archer queen can go around and destroy this mortar in like 3 or 4 shots. So yeah, that's what's up. I'm going to get a loot bonus on that one, pretty solid. We're going to end with about 560, 70k-ish. Pretty solid. And yeah, we're gonna go back to our base. We actually got attacked by, looks like 34 Hog Riders or something like that. We're gonna lose this battle, but he only gets 49%. This guy was actually in Crystal 3. So I know I got some not some comments, but I got a comment. Somebody said, oh, your base sucks, how is this the best Town Hall 9 base? Yada yada yada. Well, this base is actually pretty damn good in my opinion. Either way you look at it, whether you're high or low in cups, it's actually really good. As you can see here, this guy is going to drop a ton of Hog Riders, which usually are really hard to destroy with a Town Hall 9 defense. The Wizard Towers and the Xbows don't quite do it. Even the Teslas maxed out don't quite do it for Hog Riders. But although I do have a maxed out Dragon, and this layout is pretty good at stopping the Hog Riders. So yeah, this Clan Castle Dragon definitely helped me out a lot as well. But yeah, we're actually going to manage to save my base from getting 2-starred. Save my base from getting 3-starred, which will, you know, is actually pretty liable to happen whenever you're getting attacked by Hog Riders. Anyways, yeah, this guy is going to go ahead and get up to 49%, like I say. Unfortunately for him, though, his troops just barely dodged that gold storage. So that was a lot of gold to get there. And that kind of sucked for him that they missed that. So anyways, 34 Hog Riders and 3 healing spells failed. Pretty awesome. There, as you can see, I do get 2-starred. That guy did the giant, what's you call it? Giant wizard strategy, which is pretty good. As you can see, this guy did attack me with like some witches and stuff. I'm not too sure. Anyways, we're gonna go ahead and get our cannon up to level 6, get that started. Then we're gonna go back on the battlefield and attack Hansen Sao or something, and start off by taking out his barbarian king. And he's actually in a clan called the Avengers. Kind of a cool clan looking name. I'm not too sure. Anyways, we're going to go in from this right side. Go for that air defense. Maybe I have a dragon or something in there. I'm not too sure. As you can see, I was kind of waiting to drop my clan castle troops. And yes, indeed, I do have a dragon. Which is clutch. Clutch, very clutch. Unfortunately, though, he does have like a level 4 air defense up there. So I probably could have waited a little bit longer to drop it, or dropped on the other side. I'm not really too sure. But, I don't know. I never use dragons. I kind of suck with dragons whenever I use them, because I never use them. But whenever I do use them, I'm pretty good with them, if that makes sense. Anyways, that dragon is going to die off before that air defense does, which is a little bit unfortunate. But we're still going to make our way in from this right side. Going to drop a healing spell on my giants as they were dying off. Now they have, like, full health. And I got my archer queen out there doing work. The barb king out there somewhere. Hey, give me 3 minutes, man. Someone's knocking on my door. Anyways, as you can see, I have a ton of archers clumped up there in the center. They're actually going to die with those level 6 mortars, which really sucked because they're doing a ton of work with my archer queen. Now my queen's just getting hit by these mortars by herself. She's like a lone ranger right now. Probably going to make her invisible pretty soon here. I'm also going to spread out some infantry on the bottom left and maybe on the top left. Not too sure. Oh, no, I'm going to drop them more so in the middle. Probably a mistake. I probably should use them to distract a little bit. But it doesn't matter because my queen is doing so much damage to these buildings that she is able to probably save my infantry right now. So as you can see here, I am going to make my queen invisible. I think that cannon started to attack her. I'm really not too sure. But I made her invisible nonetheless. And I was hoping that she would get to the rest of this loot. And I'm really not too sure if she does or not. So it looks like I have a raid spell here. I'm debating on whether or not I should actually drop it. Looks like I'm just going to have to wait and see. Going to wait till my guys get a little bit more clumped up together, I suppose. Yeah, then I'm going to go ahead and drop it. Hopefully these giants will break through that wall and be able to do some damage on the rest of these buildings. So yeah, they're going to get through that wall pretty quickly now that all those other buildings are taken out. Now my queen can go around and destroy a bunch of these buildings while my giants will tank there. You know, they're just putting up a distraction while the queen really does all the damage and all the destruction. So yeah, she took out a couple cannons, which really is going to help out. Then I'm going to go and drop out a bunch of archers on the top right. They're going to get the rest of the loot. I'm going to go ahead and end the battle. And anyways, that's going to be it for this video. Hopefully you guys did enjoy. Go ahead and leave a like and a comment for more daily